This is part 4, the final part of the American log build. This will be a Christmas gift for my great-grandson. The only thing left to do is to make the roof ridges and some chimneys. And now I'll show you how that's done. When I made the half logs, I didn't make enough of them, so I had to make another batch to use for the roof pieces. They're just regular same half logs as you'd put on the bottom here. The next thing I want to do is make a ridge piece to go along the top of the roof. So what I have in mind here is I can get it in the camera. I'll cut a piece 1 3/4 wide, 3/4 thick, and then I'll put my fence on the left side, and I'll cut these 30 degrees out. Then I'll move the fence over to the right side and cut the outside, or the top 30 degrees. So we'll proceed with that. Alright, there's the inside of the groove. Next I'll move my fence back over to the right side where I can cut the other side. Okay, now here's our top piece here all cut out, and sand them up a little bit and it'll be good to go. Okay, these are the finished roof ridge pieces. I cut these to 10.5 inches, same length as the 4 dado logs. Made 3 of them, left 1 10.5 inches long. I got one 7.5 inches long, and I got two of them 4.5 inches long. Then I ended up with a couple of other small pieces here. They can be used in, you know, any way you like. Stick them on top there, whatever. Next thing we'll get into is I want to make some chimneys. They'll set up here. Okay, now for the chimneys, I ripped a piece 1.75 wide, 3/4 stock, and then I cross cut them 1 3/4. So they're 1 3/4 square. Then I set up my marking gauge for 7/8, and we'll mark the center of these. Okay, then we'll take our 30-60 degree triangle, and we'll try and get these best we can. And we'll just cut these out with the bandsaw. Okay, now that's really all there is to that. You know, they'll sit on there like so. Alright, as I mentioned, this will be the final video of the American log build. I put together a little cabin here. With the roof ridges on, a couple of chimneys, gables here, and I'll let you know how many pieces of each I've made. Of course, this will be subject to change. I've got 31 10.5 inch logs, which are these here in the back. I've got 19 of the 7.5 inch, these on the side. I've got 24 of the 4.5 inch. That's these short ones here in the front. And I've got 82 of the 1.5 ones. Use quite a bit more of those. On the half logs, I've got 41 of the 10.5 inch, that's these. 43 of the 7.5 inch, 39 of the 4.5 inch, and 18 of the 1.5 inch. Then I've got one 10.5 inch roof ridge. I've got one 7.5 inch roof ridge, two 4.5 inch, and I ended up with a couple of small pieces, one 3 inches long and 1.25 inches. On the gables, these are the small. I've got 2 each of those. I got 2 each of the medium that's on here, and 2 inch of the large. I've still got the jig, so I can always make some more if need be. I'm sure I'll have lots of scrap wood within the next month or so if I need to make more. So thank you. I hope you liked my video series, and I hope you press the like button below and the subscribe button if you want to see some more woodworking videos. Thank you.